Hey guys, what's up? So I got my Jackson Kayaks Coosa FD about a week and a half ago. Uh, got my fish finder a few days ago. It's the Lowrance Hook 5 Elite TI series. So it's got the massive 10-inch long transducer that I will be showing you how I mounted up. Alrighty, so to get started, I have a basic ammo can underneath the seat. The straps that came with the Coosa FD are there holding it in place. It'll slide forward and back. Not too worried about the forward and back as much as I am the side to side, which seems pretty sturdy. Have the hole in the side, which I'm going to fill with putty. The battery inside is sliding around now, so I'm going to go buy some foam from the hardware store, put it in there to keep it from sliding around. I'm gonna have all the wires taped inside so they don't slide in and out, and it's easily accessible as far as opening the battery box, the ammo can, and getting to the battery to unplug it so I can charge it. Basically just have the wires free running along the side for now, into the and around the back side of the Lowrance to the power right here. There you go. And that's how I have run the power from the battery. Now I'm going to show you how I have run the transducer and the mounting system. So basically, here's your 10-inch long, humongous transducer. What I did with the original mounting bracket, yes, I did use the original one, is I flipped it upside down, and it gives me an extra about 1/4 of an inch as far as mounting distance to the bottom. So when you look at it from the side, if you do look at it from the side, right about there is, I mean, it's pretty flush. So you got it there upside down, as you can see. So what I did here was I took the mount. This is normally a solid piece. I used a Dremel, basically cut out a section so I could run the cord so it didn't run around the outside edge and risk damaging the cord if I was to hit something there. What I did here is the Lowrance Transducer Scupper mount. So what I did was I took the original Scupper mount. As you can see, the bracket for the transducer I used, middle piece, went and bought a bolt and some nuts and a whole bunch of washers, which are filled in right there. So basically the transducer mount has two sides to this. It's got another one on the other side, holding the other side of the bracket, and basically just tighten down. And you can see that it goes all the way up. Okay, so what I did next was the plastic transducer all thread threaded rod that came with the transducer mount. Was definitely not strong enough to hold that up. So what I did was I went out to the hardware store and bought a replacement stainless steel threaded rod. The size is M5 by 80 as far as the bolt pattern and stuff, and it's 100 millimeters, which is just a hair under 4 inches. Got a wing nut so I can loosen and tighten it as needed. Obviously you can see that I put a washer there. I had to Dremel out the sides here because the exit for the little hole on the mounting bracket for the scupper hole wasn't big enough for this large wire. So that's what I did there. Ran it, and basically it runs into a service loop, which you can see I stuck both ends here and there on both sides, and it's solid, so it's not going anywhere unless you want to take it out. So that's pretty safe to say that that's a good place for it. And then I basically have it run back into itself and underneath, so it goes in and out the same under that bracket right there, under the dry bracket, and back out. And I'm basically just gonna run it along the edge here with some, I don't know, some either putty or some Velcro strips, just to keep it, you know, like out of the way. And then it's just gonna run back in here. That's basic, pretty easy. Didn't want to drill into my kayak, so this is how I ended up doing it. Took a little bit of thought process. Trust me, a bunch of times I was getting quite frustrated with this mount on the bottom. It still is a little, I mean, it's a little flimsy, but there's not much. So I'm basically just gonna take some foam and glue it to the top back here, and then glue it to there so I can stick it up so, you know, it doesn't bounce around too much. It's not going anywhere, but you know, I just don't like the bouncing around. So there you have it. It is pretty much flush with the bottom. This part might hang down just a little bit, but you also have this piece. Let's see, where is it? This right here, this actually hangs below, so this is gonna hit before this. And I may end up getting like a skid plate or something and putting it here, or just, you know, like some PVC and put it over the top right here. So I hit that instead, but I'm not too worried about it right now. I don't plan on putting it in from land, probably from like the boat docks or something like that. So we should be good. And that is exactly how I did it. So if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below, and we'll see you later.